Ronnie Wall back with another great installment of the Vinny Lopez Show here with El Rancho Football. Joining us, Coach Lopez, fresh off a game at Diamond Ranch, and then Ryan Araujo, the quarterback. He was the offensive player of the game in that battle against the Diamond Ranch squad. First, we start off with Coach Lopez. Coach, it was a loss to Diamond Ranch, but even into the fourth quarter, your team played hard and had a chance to compete in that ball game.
Yeah, I think going into the fourth quarter, we were down 21-14. It was a competitive game. The whole game was completely competitive. I thought we played well on both sides of the ball. Going into it, we didn't know what to expect. It was kind of a litmus test, if you will, for where this football team is. And if you can have a moral victory, if there is such a thing as a moral victory in football, I guess this would be a moral victory for us. We played a tough Diamond Ranch for 3.5 quarters, and we let it get away from us at the end of it, but it was still a hard-fought battle, and our guys proved that we can play with the best in the division.
All right, and to your credit, they were opening up a new stadium, so they have the emotional wherewithal behind them in that ball game. But we'd love for you now to preview the game back at home against Bell Gardens. You dominated Bell Gardens last year. You scored 50 points in the game last year against them. Are they a different type of team this year?
It's crazy. Last year we didn't expect to go in there and dominate them. Bell Gardens is a rivalry for El Rancho. They're an old league division team that they've played for years. I can't tell you how many years they've gone back, but they've played every year for years. And when you play these rivalry type games, you never know what's going to happen. Rivalries run deep, and so we just expect to go out there and to do our best, and we'll be okay.
All right, let's now switch over to the great quarterback for the Dons. That's Ryan Araujo. And Ryan, yeah, a tough loss again. Ended up losing big at Diamond Ranch, but it's part of the early part of the season, part of the learning curve. It's getting your team ready for the important games, and I suspect this Friday will be an important game, of course, with Bell Gardens.
Yeah, Bell Gardens is always a rivalry. It has been a rivalry for us, so it's pretty important to us, just as a team, that we want to beat them, and it's just a rivalry that's been going on, so we really want to play hard and beat them.
All right, and you were offensive player of the game. Tell us some of your numbers on Friday night.
In the first half, it was kind of a struggle for our offense. In the second half, we came out looking good, and I went 11 for 22 with 176 passing yards, and I credit that to my O-line. They started blocking their hearts out for the second half, but unfortunately, we couldn't pull through at the end of the game.
All right, we'll see how smooth you are on now switching off. We're going to bring Adrian Palacios in here. Thank you, Ryan, for coming by. And Coach, you have a great group of young people on this team. You now stand 1-1 in the early part of the season. I think you're obviously, in this your second year with the Dons, very proud of them.
Absolutely. I think, when we went into this season, we knew we had a good football team. And it's one thing that I've been preaching to our guys, that, we are one of the better teams in the division as well. And, we went in there and played with Diamond Ranch. We expect to play with the better teams in our division. But we do take it 1 week at a game, just like everybody else. I know it's an old cliche, but right now the focus is Bell Gardens, and that's where we want to go. We want to go in and we want to win this week, beat Bell Gardens.
All right, the defensive star of last week's game, Adrian Palacios, a linebacker. Adrian, tell us now how you feel, what your training regimen is getting ready for Bell Gardens this Friday night.
I just feel like it's a very big game. We have to have a good week of practice, and just got to take advantage of opportunities, and just got to get after it.
All right. Now, we apologize. We had to cancel a couple broadcasts the first 2 games, but we're so proud of Sizzler's sponsorship. That's where we are right now, the Sizzler in Pico Rivera, but we will definitely be on with a live broadcast coming up, Coach, so we're quite excited about that. Even though it's your third game, it'll be our first one on Waldcast.com. Join us on Friday night as you take on Bell Gardens. So the fans that can't get to the stadium, obviously, can listen on Waldcast.com.
Exactly. We're excited. It's a great partnership. We think it's great for Sizzler. It's great for Waldcast. It's great for the El Rancho community, especially the people that can't get to the games. Come out and see guys like Adrian Palacios play. Adrian had a tremendous performance on Friday night against Diamond Ranch, and we expect our defense to go out and play well again. You know, this year our defense is really the heart and soul of our football team, and Adrian's one of those leaders for us, and so we expect big things from him again this week.
All right, Coach. All the best this Friday, and of course, Adrian, thanks a lot. Ryan, thanks for coming by as well. We'll look forward to talking to you on Friday. Again, go Dons. The Dons taking on Bell Gardens at home Friday night right here in Pico Rivera. Now we've got a great crowd here at the Sizzler in Pico Rivera. Let's hear it all together now. Go Dons. Ready? Go. Wait, all together now. Ready? Go Dons. Ronnie Wald signing off now from Sizzler in Pico Rivera. Talk to you on Friday.